I remember the first time. So where's my good news people, right? So let me tell you this happened. This is all true. See, if you don't believe me, it's in the book, okay? Okay. So there were so many bad things going on in the neighborhood. This is a neighborhood in San Francisco that somebody said, you know, why don't you're always doing stories about bad things happening in the neighborhood. There's this program in this little place, community center on Potrero Hill, and just go do a story on them. So the guy came on Monday night, and he liked what he saw. He came on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. He wouldn't leave. So on Friday night, the end of the week, he said, they have been doing stories. This is Channel 7. This is all true. Every night of the week, they have been doing these stories. And at the end of the week, this anchor, now some of you as old as me remember an anchor named Russ Coughlin. He used to be on Channel 7. That guy went on the air and said, if you like what you see, just send in money. So I started getting money in the mail from the viewers of Channel 7. Now, you can't write this stuff in the book. I'm going to send my kids by somebody coming out, and people who watch TV going to send me money. And it wasn't a telethon. So I got $30,000. That's how I got my first money to send my kids to college. I sent 8 kids to college. And they all wanted to, they were so poorly educated, because I would get these kids that were 1.5s, and I want to go to, in 11th grade or 12th grade, and I want to go to college. So this one school took all of them. Morris Brown College in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I don't know why he took those kids. Now, let me tell you how I got these kids into college. So I can't believe, they got to make a movie out of this, because this stuff is not really true. I didn't have any money, so I would write a letter to, and these are my early years, Morris Brown, Tuskegee. I would write a letter and have the kids would get on a plane, fly in, and go see the admission director. And it would say, my name is Joe Marshall. My young people want to enroll in your school. If you enroll them, I will gladly pay you later. So the kids, one of my kids got to walk in too. They would walk in because I had this notion that black colleges did that. You know, you know, like 1930, I didn't even know. I figured, you know, just Booker T. Washington, come on in and take all your kids, right? So and they're on a plane, they're 2,000 miles from home. They get off and they walk in and they get this man his letter. And people say, I don't know this man. I don't know that. But they took him. They took the kids. So when these things started happening, I said, there's something bigger and bigger and way bigger here. And today, I just heard news. Well, anyway, today I celebrated, now this is even hard for me to believe, my 157th college graduation. Wow. I don't even believe it. I don't. Because the numbers are getting absurd. When it was 10, it was great. When it was 50, it was great. When it was 100, it was great. When it was 157. Mika Jones went to Oakland Tech, just graduated from, and the money keeps coming. So I understand. But here's my second epiphany. When I started, I was big on history and culture. In fact, my favorite phrase is a young man lived on 71st and East 14th. This is how I hooked him. I said, if you knew what I knew, you wouldn't do what you do. That's pretty good, huh? So what did I know? You know, the heroes, sheroes, ancestors, all that kind of thing. And he knew nothing about that. In fact, I used to get him, I'd give him Malcolm X tapes. He would never get out of my car. We said, listen, Malcolm X. He said, I never heard nobody like that. I said, I know. So that was my thing. And my other thing was giving them an opportunity. You know, because kids say, nobody ever gives me an opportunity. Now, what better opportunity can you give than to give somebody a chance to go to college and pay for it? And I would train them, because I didn't want them to go down there unprepared, because my early students weren't prepared. So I would train them. So they were academically prepared. Here's the money. They wanted an opportunity. They had a good intention to succeed. And then my second moment of truth came. I had this young man who was a gangbanger in Hunters Point. And I'm not going to say his name because it's a real person. And he wanted to go to Grambling. So I said, let's do it. You know, you here? I went to put him through the program, went to Grambling, got him down there. Here's a check, $5,000. he sold drugs on the campus of Grambling State University. That was my second epiphany. And you know what it was? Opportunity and good intention is not enough to fight the disease of violence. I had given him the opportunity, which is all young people say, you want, give me a chance. He had the good intention to do well. But when I realized that there was something inside of him that short-circuited opportunity and good intention. The street was in him. And I had sent the street to college. And I hadn't got the street out of him, but I didn't know that was in him. I thought all I needed, but see, you understand, when I went to college and somebody gave me the opportunity, I didn't blow it. Somebody gonna give you a chance. Somebody gonna pay for it. Now I figured that's enough, you know? And I knew I had to get, but see, for him, and I found out for a lot of young people, opportunity. You ever see a young person that wants a job really bad, and you get him a job, and 3 weeks later he's lost the job? Or I met a guy in jail one time, and he got out, and he got a job making $25 an hour. And 6 months later, he was trying to flip the money and sell it for drugs, and sell drugs. See, so he had the opportunity, he had the good intention, but it's not enough. So it was really good for me to find out you've got to do more than just prepare them academically. You've got to do more than give them the opportunity to go. You've got to, as best you can, guarantee that they will make success of what they say they want and the opportunity you're giving to them. And since I did that and I realized what I had to do, the college graduation rate, which is the thing, the one thing I want is, I think 92% of my kids go to college and graduate. 92%. And it's not so much the academic preparation. That's a big part of it, and the social preparation. It's that those things that would short circuit opportunity and good intention have been removed. All those things. And the easy way of saying it, street culture is so much a part of these young people that it almost has to be removed in order for them to succeed. And that's really what I do. I prepare people so that when they get a chance to have the opportunity and their good intention to succeed, they will be a success. Now, let me tell you what I think we're facing today. Let me just sort of cut to the chase, okay? Let me tell you, I think, where we are in history. So I wrote this piece in the book. Then I'll talk a little bit about the treatment. But I think it's important for us to understand where we are today, because people, especially older people like me, remember, y'all remember the Civil Rights Movement? You remember when we fought so hard to get, all we did, okay? And we fought hard to get to the mountaintop. So just bear with me, and if this makes sense, let me tell you. So as I continue my long career and work with young people, there are times when I come to some major conclusions. This latest one may startle many, but to me this conclusion has huge implications for the future of black people in particular and for society in general.